Hello and welcome to a Plague Tale Innocence any percent tutorial. I am Adiza Criticowl. I am the current world record holder in any percent, and I really want to make this run more accessible, so I thought tutorial would be the best way to do that. I'm gonna start with the settings in the game. There's not much to go about. I will start from the graphics. I speedrun in windowed mode. You can do it in full screen. The reason why I have this resolution scale at 70% is just it makes the game a little bit uglier, but the frame rate improves for me. I don't have the best of PCs, so that's why I do that. But I still keep the graphics preset in ultra. I recommend you use whatever graphics works best for you, but because of a specific trick, I do recommend you use something like this, because there is one particular trick that I have found is more consistent if you're able to change the graphic settings to something that your PC actually cannot handle for a little bit. The language is voice language French. French is slightly faster. And one last thing about the settings, in controls, I recommend you use whatever is most comfortable for you. I use these controls. You can pause and look at them if you want. There are reasons for each of these buttons. But basically, I like to have all my weapons, I guess, and alchemy available to me in things that make sense to my brain and are easily accessible with only one hand while also keep moving. I also changed the crafting menu to R because we use the crafting menu to do some tricks. So I recommend you also put something accessible. Another thing I would like to say about the controls is the dodge and the vault and climb are by default set to the spacebar, both of them. I personally recommend you put climb to a different button rather than dodge, as sometimes it happens that you will have to climb and maybe spam the climb button to get on top of things. But if you have it as the same button as the dodge button, you risk to dodge backwards instead of climbing, which loses you time. Lastly, I also have switched the aiming, the sling and aim throw, because I use the aim throw more often. I just switched them because I was used to the two buttons, but I needed to make the aim throw a little bit more accessible. Control is a bit funny to click with my left hand, right? So I can just use my right hand with the mouse to aim throw. I recommend you go back to this part of the video and choose the key bindings that you prefer once you understand what you need all of these for in the tricks that we will see. I'd also like to thank Fladdy and Clash Code, particularly Fladdy because he helped me while I was trying to learn the run. He compiled lots of instructions that helped me learn the run, and my run was the first one to actually include all the skips that have been found by other people. So now I'm making this tutorial for it to be more accessible. There's also a written version of it, but it's not complete 100%. I will also try to put timestamps to different skips and tricks in the description or a comment and on screen, and have label the video on screen so you can skip through it to go to specific tricks. So thank you for watching and see you in the first chapter.